Welcome to Lash Sisters Unfiltered, where we keep it real about all things lashes and business. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned lash artist, we're here to help you grow and succeed without any gatekeeping. So, you just got certified, you got your skills, you got your tweezers, and a whole lot of excitement, but now you're sitting and thinking, how do I actually get clients? Okay, I got you. So today we're going to talk about marketing and what you can do as a brand new lash artist so you can attract your dream clients and start making money ASAP. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk about is how important shifting your energy is. So first things first, and I really strongly believe that the way that you present yourself and the energy that you come into this world with and the energy with which you approach this is what you're going to get back. Okay? And I see this time and time and time again. So you want to own it. So you're a lash artist now. It doesn't matter if you've only done one model or if you've done 10 models. You really need to show up with confidence. And the universe responds to confidence. If you're saying, I'm new and I don't know if I'm good enough, guess what? The energy is going to give that vibe. It's going to give the vibe of I'm not good enough. And clients, believe it or not, they really pick up on that. You don't have to say anything. It's just the vibe that you're going to be giving off. So you want to start affirming to yourself every day, I'm skilled and confident and I'm getting better and better every single day. Okay, it's normal that you're not going to be amazing at first, but every day you're getting better than the day you were the previous day. So that's going to be really important to kind of have those expectations that you know that you're not perfect just yet, but you're getting there. And you also want to affirm my dream clients are already on their way to me. They're coming. They're on their way. I'm open to receiving abundance in my business, in my lash business. And this isn't just fluff, it's alignment. You have to believe in yourself before the clients will believe in you. And I know it's a lot of like woo stuff, and it's like very fluffy and out there, but I promise the mindset is 80%. And sometimes, you just have to fake it until you make it. Like, even though you don't feel like you're confident, you don't feel like you know what you're doing, the only way you're going to get better is by actually doing it. So if you keep talking yourself out of it, and I see this a lot, like a lot of the students that we train, sometimes they're gonna, after they finish the course, they might talk themselves out of it, of like seeing clients or doing models. They'll say like, oh, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe maybe I need to take more training, maybe my work is not great. And it's the thing is, the only way it's going to get great is that by actually doing the work. So it's kind of like it's very how can I say this, you kind of need to, you can't psych yourself out. You need to like really talk yourself through it and believe in yourself, even though you really don't have any reasons to believe in yourself, because you just started and you probably don't know what you're doing that much. But the only way that you're going to get better is by doing it. So the other thing I want to talk about is being visible online, okay, or wherever it is that you're going to advertise yourself. So if people don't know you exist, obviously they're not going to be able to book you. So now your other part of the job, apart from mindset, is going to be to get visible, okay? So obviously social media is going to be key. You can do whichever platform makes sense for you. You can do Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or whatever works. You don't need 10,000 followers. You just need the right people to find you and book with you. That's it. It's a myth that you need thousands of followers to actually make sales. You really don't. The only thing you need to do, though, is to actually consistently post your work, even if it's just models. It doesn't matter if they're not paid clients yet. It doesn't matter if you're just practicing and your work is not yet perfect, right? It's okay. You just want to show that you actually do take clients, show your work online. Clients literally need to see what you do. They need to see that you, the consistency of your work. Another tip that you can do is show your face. So people book with people that they like, that they know, that they can relate to. So if you show up on your stories, if you introduce yourself, if you post content that is not only lash related, but I mean, you show your space, you show, let's say, what you like to do on your day off. It helps to help people build rapport with you. Also, using hashtags and location, this helps a lot. So for example, if you're posting on Instagram, if you're in Miami, you want to post with hashtag Miami lashes, hashtag Miami lash tech, so that local people can actually find you, right? And then you want to follow other girls or women in your area that are likely to potentially be customers, right? Because then if you follow them, then they will see your page and then they might follow you back, and then that's how you kind of get that momentum going. You also want to share behind the scenes, so time lapses, before afters, client testimonials, client reviews, model reviews. All of that is really, really helpful. And it's okay if your work does not look perfect. That's another thing that you can't psych yourself out about. You can't tell yourself oh, my work isn't nice, I'm only gonna post when my work is actually nice. Guess what? If you wait for that, then it's never gonna be nice, because you actually need to get that practice and you need to get those reps. You need to practice taking as many videos and pictures as possible, and only then will your work improve and get better. So another thing that you can do to attract your first clients is word of mouth. So word of mouth is going to be really, really helpful, because first of all, it's free, right? It's your secret weapon. You can tell everyone you know, especially if you have a big network. Let's say you go to church, or let's say you do some kind of activity where you're interacting with people on a regular basis. For example, in my case, I do yoga. So I might leave some cards for our studio in the yoga that I go to. Or Pilates is really great. You can leave your cards there and you can offer a little discount for new first-time clients. And that usually is very effective, because people know you, they might already like you, they already trust you, and so it just really helps. So you want to also tell everyone you know that you're now offering lashes. So family, friends, co-workers, your barista at Starbucks, the girl at your nail salon, your hairdresser. You basically text them, or you can message them, DM them, whatever method of communication you have with them. You can show up there at their studio and you can say, hey, I just got certified in lash extensions and I'm taking on new clients. If you know, or if you or anyone you know wants a gorgeous lash set, I would love to hook you up. I'm offering let's say a $30 discount for the next 10 clients that I'm going to get through the door. Or you can say any set is going to be, let's say, I don't know, $60. I'm just throwing numbers out there because it's going to depend on your location. It's going to depend on many, many, many factors. But you can pick the price that makes sense for you. And then it's a very, very simple message, but it really really helps. You can also do this in different local Facebook groups. You just start posting, obviously not spamming, but you want to like post that, let's say if someone asks where's the best place to get extensions, you can be there talking about your work and promoting yourself. You also, I'm a very, very strong believer in doing a lot of models. Even if it's free, it does not matter. A lot of times, some of the models that we have done, they became long-term clients because they really love the work. So you can't really discount the fact that if someone comes in as a model, they will never book with you. That is not true. Maybe they won't book with you that first time, right? But they might refer a friend, they might refer their mother, they might refer a sister or whoever the case may be, as long as you provide an amazing experience and they love their lashes. So I really find that the models is the way to go. And it's okay if you're not necessarily making any money on the models. That is fine, because if you think about it, the most important thing that you're getting out of this is the practice to do the lashes quicker, the practice to do the lashes so that you have amazing retention, the practice to take amazing pictures, videos, lighting. All of those things really take time to develop. And so if you're taking models, you have more time to really perfect all of those skills. And then once you have perfected the skills, then you can charge whatever you want, and you're gonna have those clients lining up. So I think a lot of times I see even in Facebook groups, lash artists are like, oh, I'm so worried about, should I charge for my first model, should I charge $30 or should I charge $80? Like, it doesn't matter, okay? If nobody's showing up at your door for $80, that's fine. Do it for 30. If you're not having anyone for 30, just do it for free. Like, I don't think it matters how much you're going to charge initially, because that $30 is not going to make a big difference. What's going to make a big difference is how many models you're able to do in as short of a period of time that you're going to be able to do it in. And then if you the faster you get a lot of models in and a lot of practice in, and you improve your work, the faster you're actually going to start making like a decent salary as a lash artist. And so that's why I think that's what I see myself with students that become really successful that we train. They literally, that's what they do. They finish the course, and then right away, the same week, they start taking models. They start taking 2, 3, 4, 5. Some of them take up to 8 models per week. And within like a month, they already have some regular clients, okay, that are either word of mouth, or it's the clients, the models that they took, they ended up really liking their lashes, and then they've become a regular client. And it's okay. Initially, a lot of these regular clients are not going to be paying you like premium prices, but that's also fine, because initially you're working up that skill set. You're, like they say, with any skill set, it takes about 10,000 hours to actually become an expert at something. So if you don't have 10,000 hours, it's going to be very difficult to charge what you think you may be worth. If you're not like an absolute expert, if your retention is not amazing, if your sets are not necessarily flawless, if you don't know how to offer many styles that clients might want, it's going to be very difficult to charge premium prices. So that's why I think it's so important to do as many models as you can and really take your time with those models and do your absolute best with them. So here's actually a post that you can post to call some models. I'm offering 5 discounted full sets at whatever price you want. Let's say $80 or $60 or whatever the case may be, to build my portfolio. if you want some gorgeous natural looking lashes for a amazing price, DM me to book. So you can do that. That usually works really well because you're having a call to action. You're having the scarcity, which is like the fact that you only have 5 spots, and you also have a discount. So all those things put together generally work really well. You can post this in Facebook groups. You can post this in on Instagram, on Facebook. You can tell your local friends, your community, church, whatever the case may be. You can also print some cards, let's say from Vista Print, and they're not very expensive. You can print some cards for like $25 and have that on the cards, and then just give them out, and then you're for sure going to get some models, some clients, and then it really builds like a snowball effect from there. Now, another point that I want to talk about is building trust and creating demand. So people won't necessarily book with you when they see your work. They will generally book with you because they trust you and they see the value in your service. So how do you make people trust you and see the value in your service? You need to educate your audience. So you're on your whatever platform you're going to be using. What you want to do is post content that your ideal client wants to see. So, for example, you're going to educate them. You're going to share lash care tips. You're going to share explain the benefits of lash extensions. Why should they get lash extensions? Remember, there's so many people that don't even know about lash extensions, don't even know that they exist and what would be the benefit of having them, especially women over a certain age. We have noticed that ourselves because a lot of our clientele is mature ladies, and so a lot of them haven't even heard of lash extensions before coming to get them with us, because I guess they're from a different generation. They just used mascara and curlers, and they just did not really even consider ever getting lash extensions, or they're scared that lash extensions are like, they look like really intense with like those like extremely like mega volume, like kind of like brushes on their eyes, or like caterpillars, and they don't want that. But they don't know that extensions can actually look really good and can give them like a facelift and look really natural, and they can be customized to their eye shape, and they can give mature eyes like lifting effect. So all of those things, if you talk about it in your content, you're kind of warming up your audience, right? You're warming up your followers, and it doesn't matter if you have 10 followers or you have like 100 followers or even 500 followers. Imagine a room with 100 people. Like, that's a lot of people. If you just get like 5 to 10 of those people to book your service, that's already amazing. So you just kind of need to really talk about your service, and also like do different tips, educating not lash artists, but educating your audience, like what are the benefits of lash extensions, and you don't want to copy what everyone else is doing, because if you do that, it's like you're gonna get you're gonna drown in the white noise of the internet. Like, everyone else is posting the same memes or the same quotes of lashes, and so you really don't want to do that. What you want to do is kind of find your own style, your own voice, and post like that. So that is usually way more effective. And then obviously you want to always post client testimonials or reviews. So every single model that you're going to do, every single one of them, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking I said some of the models. You're going to ask them for a review. And that's not what I said. I didn't say some of the models or one of the models. I said every single model that you're going to do for free or for $20, $30, you're going to ask them to leave you a review on your Facebook page, on if you have a Yelp account, on your Yelp account, on your Google My Business account. Everywhere you're going to have them leave a review and hopefully a picture of what their lashes look like. Now, this is going to help you in many, many different ways. But most importantly, you're going to be able to use those reviews as social proof that your service is great and your clients are happy and you're providing an amazing transformation. And so this will strengthen the case that if someone is on the fence about potentially buying with you or getting your service, this is going to strengthen the case that they need to book with you. Okay? Then you're going to also want to create scarcity. So what is scarcity? It just means that you are in demand and there's not that many spots left, and if they don't make a decision, they will miss out on the opportunity. Because think about it, if you're fully open and you have all this available time, people will just think like, oh, I'll just message her last minute and see if she can fit me in. But no, you never ever want to do that. You always want to make sure that you create some kind of scarcity so that potential clients are on their seat thinking, okay, I need to book and I need to book fast because she is really in demand. And if I don't book tomorrow or today, the spots are going to be gone. So one way to do that is just in your when you're offering how many spots you have, you just say I have 2 spots left or 3 spots left, and be sure to book for this week. So that's what I would do essentially. Also, sometimes you also have to check your energy. And the reason sometimes clients aren't coming back, it's not even your marketing, it's your energy. So what does that mean exactly? And I know this is going to sound really woo-woo, it's going to sound very spiritual, but I am a very, very strong believer in the law of attraction. I think that, whatever vibes you put out there, that's what you get back. And so if you're doing everything right, if your marketing is on point, if you're doing all the tips, and for some reason the clients are still not coming and you're still not getting that traction and you don't know why, sometimes it could be that your energy is a little bit off, okay? And it's okay, it happens. Sometimes my energy is a bit off too, and it happens to everyone. But the thing is, if your energy is always off and you're doubting yourself and you're telling yourself stories such as, oh, I'm not good enough, or like the girl down the street has an amazing salon and I'm never going to be good enough, and I'm working out of, my basement and it's not great and it sucks and this and this and that. Well, what do you think is going to happen, right? That energy, even though you're not saying it, the energy is palpable. People read energy, they respond to it, and it's kind of like you will attract that. You will attract clients that feel that way about you, or you're going to attract clients that might think that about you, or just not attract anyone because you're so unsure of yourself. So I think the energy check is something to really work on. Mindset shifts, really, like it's kind of like, I joke about this with my sister, is like you have to be delulu, completely delusional. Like you have to tell yourself, like, I am amazing. I am the best lash artist ever. Like, I know I'm not perfect just yet, but I'm getting there. And every day I'm getting better and better than the last day. And I know that in 3 months I'm going to be fully booked. Look at that. I already have so many clients coming back. And like you just like have to like tell yourself how amazing you are. And eventually you're going to start believing it. And guess what? When you start believing it, your clients are going to start believing it too. And you're going to start attracting the types of clients that resonate with that version of you that is sure of herself, that knows her worth, that knows that she's amazing, that knows that her work is incredible. And so that's exactly what you're going to attract, right? And I know it's hard, especially if you've been programmed from a young age to think of yourself a little bit, like if you've had critical parents, or if you've had a lot of negative self-talk. It's very hard to change that, but once you do, your life will completely change. So now let's talk about basically the steps that we've spoken about. Marketing, it's not about waiting. You want to show up. You want to put yourself out there, even if it's scary, even if you're worried about what everyone is going to say, what they think of you. It doesn't matter. You start posting on social media. You tell at least 5 people you're taking clients, 5 people per week minimum. And then you want to visualize your success and act as if your business is already booming, right? You want to post on social media that your calendar is fully booked, and you will eventually attract that fully booked calendar. So clients, and you got this, clients are already looking for you. They just need to know that you exist. If you found this episode helpful, I would love it if you shared it with another lash artist, and let's grow together. And I hope to see you in the next episode.